Hey everyone, this is Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. Today I want to give you an update on a trade, a mega trend that I've been talking to you about for 3.5 years. I had to go back and look at this. And I went back and I looked through our archives, and all the way back in February of 2016, in one of the very first articles that I wrote for my publisher, I told you about the coming housing wave that was going to be associated with the millennial generation. And all the way back then, I told you to buy into the housing ETF, and that would be the play and the way to make money from this idea. And sure enough, if you had bought in back then, housing went on a huge ride. And then as the Federal Reserve started to raise interest rates, those stocks fell off because housing activity does respond to interest rates. And today I want to give you an update on the millennial megatrend as it relates to housing. And here's what is going on. Now, if you have been following the stock markets, the financial markets, you know that bonds and cash have just been on fire, complete fire. In other words, people have been panicking. There's been a glooming and a dooming of the markets like you cannot believe. And that's because people have been panicking about a recession, about a crisis, about an inverted yield curve, about just about any fear scenario. And in reality, as we've been telling you in our Bold Profits and in our market talks and across our services, there is nothing going on of any magnitude for you to be concerned about. Instead, what is going on is that interest rates are now at the lowest point as they have been in nearly 3.5 years. In other words, they're nearly back to exactly where they were when I first wrote my article on housing and the millennial generation. And this is why today I'm here to reiterate, to make another call to say, get back into this ETF. The ticker symbol is ITB. It's the housing ETF. It's got an array of home builders and other companies that benefit from housing. I told you to get back in earlier this year in April, and it's up about 8% since then. However, we have been tracking what's going on with interest rates, with housing, and I believe that there is way, way more money to be made. And the next high for this ETF, ticker symbol ITB, is going to be much, much, much higher than where it was last time. So that's my bold profits for you today. Buy into the ITB. I'm saying that stay in it if you own it, and if you don't own it, get back into it, and I believe it can make you a ton of money. If you like this video, now give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll have another one for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.